Welcome to Laird Wellness Live. Hey,
welcome. Hello.
We've been promoting this one for a long time.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. So, welcome, Jody Laird, Scott Laird.
Nice to see you.
We're glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Yes, this is a big reveal. We want to talk to you about a program that we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
We both have been doing different things for a while. We did vegan for many years. I kind of stayed vegan, but kind of did some things on the side.
Yes.
You decided to do keto to get over a thyroid issue.
Right. Did vegan for many years, kept it at bay. Numbers creeped up on my thyroid, so decided to go keto for about a year and a half. That did some good.
Yeah?
Didn't completely get rid of my thyroid condition. It's Hashimoto's, so, it's one of those things. It's been described to me this way, that there's literally holes in my thyroid, so the whole thing has to regenerate. So I don't think it's impossible, because I think that's the way God made our bodies, but
Right.
I think it's going to take a lot of time. And so here I am, willing to do, pretty much anything.
So that's why we tried this new
Yeah.
thing. Now, where did this new thing come from? Okay, so I work at A Root Awakening International. It is a broadcast ministry in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I have a health show there called The Health Awakening. And you can watch that at healthawakening.tv. Not The Health Awakening, just healthawakening.tv. You can see all the programs there. And the latest program that you'll see right now is one with John and Chelsea Jubilee.
Right.
And I first met John due to a friend that I work with at the ministry. He and John both lived in Nashville at one point, and they went to the same church together.
Mm.
And John was a health guy. He was a health guru, and he was like always, he's a big buff dude, and he's healthy and happy all the time, and
Right.
big bright smile, and man, he was just on fire all the time. And David said to me, David, my friend at work, said, "You really got to talk to John. John would be great for your program. He'd be electric." I said, "Okay, cool." So I called up John, and we had an interview several months ago. And it was too good to be true, because John's program, I had him on the program to discuss what he did, this health program that he had, because I knew nothing about it. And so I asked him about it, and he had, of course, like I said, he had the big California smile. He lived in California now. Big California smile, big buff dude, and everything was all positive. Everything was just, this program's going to work for everybody kind of thing. And to be honest, I didn't know what to think of John. I mean, we finished the program, and I kind of went, wow, I'm not sure if people are going to believe this, and I'm not sure I believe this. So, to be honest, I was skeptical, and we'll laugh about this in a minute. But anyway, So I had John on, and we had him. We had the programs on for a month, and
Right.
only give.
Skeptical. It's because we've been there, done that.
Right.
We've done a lot of things. We've worked on our health for a lot of years. It's been a journey.
The best, right? We
Right.
only do the best, and that's the people I have on the show. Like we want the top doctors in the world, that kind of thing. And for whatever reason, they agree to be on my show. So we have them on, and we only do the best of the best supplements. And we're big on Hallelujah Diet and Billy Weiss's supplements and stuff like that, and Dr. Tom Lokensgaard, because they literally are the best of the best. So when I had John on, little did I realize he really is one of the best of the best. I didn't know that at the time. So we had him on. Long story short, we had several other programs. And then he calls me up out of the blue. And I find out later on why he called me up out of the blue again. But he called me up and he says, "Hey, my CFO watched your program and said, you need to have your wife on there too." And I said, "Oh, your wife's involved?" I didn't even know this. And he said, yeah, she's a big part of it. I said, "Okay, cool. Did she overcome some health struggles?" He says, "Oh, yeah, she can tell you all about it. It'd be a great story." I said, "Okay, great. We'll have you on again." And here again, I'm skeptical going, "Oh, okay." So anyway, I find out that the reason why they wanted to come on again is because a lot of people watched The Health Awakening, and they saw John, and they signed up for John's program, and they were all enthusiastic about it. And he went, "Wow, there's a lot of people that watch your program. We need to get on this thing again." I found that out after the fact.
Right.
So we on the second interview with John and Chelsea. Now this is the thing, they don't give away much of their program, and we're going to tell you again why that is in just a second here too. But so they kind of scratch the surface of what this is all about and what it can do for people and this and that, and I was like, okay. So then we ended the interview, and I stopped recording, and I just leveled with them. I said, we were on a Zoom call, and I said, look guys, come on. What is this? I said, just tell me, level with me. What is this program? I mean, you tell me about the details of how it deals with intracellular hydration, and people can lose fat, and it just melts off, and you don't have to change your diet. You don't have to do any strenuous exercise and all this kind. And I'm going, this has got to be too good to be true. Come on, what is this? And I just said, what is this? Come on, level with me. And he says, Scott, you just got to try it. I said, okay, then let's put this to the test. I said, my wife has Hashimoto's. She's tried everything under the sun. You think this will work for her? He says, I tell you what. He says, the program isn't free, and it's not free for a reason, because you get what you pay for.
Right.
And it's a good program, and so it costs something, just right up front. I said, okay, well, I don't know if I want to pay for another program for my wife. We've been to doctor after doctor, blah, 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 blah. I can't figure it out. I don't know what to do. And he says, well, I tell you what. Have her on it. If it doesn't work, I'll give you your money back. I said, now you're on. Now you're on. Now that's a person with confidence who knows something works.
Right.
So I said, okay, fine. We'll give it a shot. So we signed up for the program, and John and Chelsea actually called us on a Zoom call, and they actually talked to both of us, and I think we were really comfortable with them, right? Nice couple. I mean, as soon as, my initial reaction to John and Chelsea were, this bright and shiny Ken and Barbie couple, nothing ever went wrong in their lives kind of thing, out from California. Well, it's not what it seems. They're very real people, very loving, very loving people.
They love God.
They love God. They love their kids. They tell these hilarious stories of their kids just absolutely destroying their house and stuff. But anyway, so they're great people. Anyway, so it is called. Can you move the phone there just for a second, Jody? It is called Energized Health, and if you go to their website, this is what it looks like. And they're getting a brand new website, so it may not look like this for much longer.
Correct.
But it says, my personal pain and experience compels me to share with you a simple and scientific and sustainable way to lose weight fast, optimize your health using cellular hydration. So now John, I find out later, the guy's had a rough life. He had two brothers. He grew up in a very rough neighborhood.
He had several brothers.
Several brothers, yet two brothers were murdered.
Right.
And so he's had a rough time.
Right.
And Chelsea has had her own struggles through life as well. And they'll get into that in the program with you. And so we've signed up for this program.
Right.
And
today's day 30.
Today is day 30.
31.
31. And that's why we're having a bit of a celebration. And that's why we're kind of have this little reveal. You saw like the little red curtain, and we're pulling it aside. And that little red heart that you saw with the curtain, I don't know if you remember the logo we put up a few days, or the image we put up a few days ago. You'll notice that's their website, or that's their logo.
That's their logo.
So that's Energized Health. And you can get there really easy. We created a nice, easy way for you to get there. And here it is right here. You just go to lairdwellness.com/energized. Okay? So you can go to energizedhealth.com, or you can use our website, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're going to end up in the same place. Yeah. I just thought, since you're already on lairdwellness.com, that you might want to use something while you're there. And you can just type this in, and you'll get there. So anyway, so it's a really cool program. And
it is.
We have lost. Okay, now I didn't think I had any weight to lose. Jody wanted to lose a little bit of weight. That wasn't your primary goal, right? You want to deal with the thyroid, right?
No, listen.
Okay, tell your story.
I'm a woman,
okay.
So we always want to lose weight, and we're really never happy with ourselves.
Let's tell your story. There's a picture of Jody at her friend's wedding.
Oh, we should have put up a picture.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted that up there because what year was that? That was before I met you. That was
my girl Nicole from Canada sent me some pictures from one
wedding.
from '86, one from '88, one from '89, just recently.
Right. But the wedding picture
of her wedding.
Yeah, that was probably your heaviest. So when was that? That was probably late
90,
91?
90, 91.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how big were you then?
215.
Okay, can you believe that this girl was? Okay, I'm going to take down the lower third here. So
don't.
because Look, see, look. Can you believe this girl was 215? No, no. I mean,
Good thing you never met me when I was 215, but I
I
was.
I did meet you at 180. You were
Yes.
180 pounds when I met you.
We met Halloween. Hey, it's coming up.
It is coming up.
26 years ago.
27. We met in 92, 28 years ago.
Wow.
Wow.
28
Wow, we
years
are
ago,
old.
I was 180. So when we met, I had just lost 40 pounds.
Yes. And that you did that because, how did you do that?
Well, I was drinking pretty heavily, and
You actually were a self-proclaimed alcoholic.
yeah,
right?
and I quit drinking, and it just fell off because I guess I must have drank quite a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, within about 2.5, 3 months, I had lost 40 pounds.
Right.
And then we met, 180.
Mm-hmm.
And our journey has continued and continued and continued. And when we got married, of course, when you get married, you try really hard to lose weight. And that was
Fit into
probably
that wedding dress, right?
the lightest I had been since high school when we got married. And that was 146.
You were 146 at that point. Okay.
Right, for about a week.
Yep. And then,
And
but
then
because we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what we were doing.
And I stayed comfortable, really didn't know anything about health. That was just me trying my best to lose weight.
You were basically just starving yourself.
Yeah,
all
basically.
the time
It was all
and not ever eating anything.
It was all about calories and not about nutrition.
Right.
And so
That's not the way you want to go, by the way.
probably went back up to 160 and kind of hovered around 160 for most of our marriage, except for when I was pregnant with our kids. And then, you'd go up and I'd gain about 30 pounds and then lose it again. So hovering between, 190 pregnant and 160 not pregnant.
Okay.
For 25 years.
So fast forward to now, and you just told me, because I didn't realize this, that through this program with Energized Health, with John and Chelsea, you're actually lighter than when we got married.
Yeah, well, not too much, but about...
But still, that's amazing. Like 27 years ago.
8 pounds lighter than I was when we got married.
Or not 27 years ago, 24 years ago.
24
years ago. Wow.
8 pounds lighter, and I do not ever remember being this light, ever. I think I might have been in 9th grade for about a week, this light.
Wow.
Somewhere between 9th and 10th grade. When I lost a bunch of weight, and you know how that happens. You lose weight, you go back to school, and then it just
comes back on again.
So I think that was the last time I remember being this light.
Now that's the thing about this program. By the way, good job. It's sustainable. That's the thing about this, is because once we're going to tell you all about it in a second. Some of it we can't tell you because actually John and Chelsea, for good reason, I didn't understand it at first. But it's so super simple that you look at this and you're going to be a skeptic like I was, because John laughed at me, and talking about the skeptic thing again. He laughed at me and said, "You're skeptical, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I guess I am." And he laughed. He says, "Be a skeptic." He says, "We love our skeptics." He says, "Because it's so super simple, nobody's going to believe it actually works." And I was one of those. And I said, "Yeah, okay, well, we're going to see," kind of thing. Just, yep, very skeptical. But it is so super simple, and it does work, and that's why when we sign up, and when everybody signs up, you actually sign a non-disclosure. Certain things you can't disclose about the program because it is very proprietary. It's something they've invented. You want to respect that, of course. Someone goes to the research. John has spent 20 years researching this kind of stuff. You want to respect
20,
that.
I think.
Yeah, so he's been teaching it for more than 20 years.
Right.
So anyway, so that's why it's so special.
And try as you might, you won't find all the details online, because I looked for
did you?
many minutes online.
Those are called hours.
And I could not find a thing. I couldn't find a thing.
Okay. But so anyway, great program. And so now, okay, so Jody lost weight with it. Now you're looking at me going, "Okay, Scott, you don't need to lose any weight. You're like a stick." Okay, yeah. I've always been a skinny guy. Not always. I used to be a fat kid. When I was up to about 12 years old. A friend of mine named Keith. Keith and I used to have weight contests to see who could weigh the most. Okay. We just eat and eat. Oh man, I wore the husky jeans from Sears. Like that was. So I was a fat kid. And then what happened was I choked on a couple of things one Christmas. Just being stupid, riding a bike and eating candy and stuff like this when I was a kid. And ended up really psychologically damaging myself, just being really scared to eat. And I just literally didn't eat. And my parents were very worried about me. Like it was put it this way, it was a monumentous day when we could go to McDonald's and I could swallow a milkshake.
Wow.
Yeah, and I lost a lot of weight. You know, it was like growth, right in my middle of my growth years, and it kind of slowed that down a little bit. But anyway, so got healthier and that kind of thing, and that's what got me interested in health. What first got me interested in health, by the way, just kind of a side note, my dad used to have us go out in the yard and pick dandelions, and he'd give us 25 cents a dandelion because he just hated it. He wanted just out of the ground. So we went and picked them out, 25 cents every dandelion. And I kept looking at these things going, we pull these things out, they keep growing back. And I thought to myself, in my little 9-year-old mind at the time, what if this is the cure to cancer? What if dandelions are the cure to cancer? And we just keep trying to get rid of them, and God keeps putting them up like, nope, you're going to need these. Nope, you're going to need these, and just keeps bringing them up. And lo and behold, you can find in my book called Growing Concern that there actually is some truth to that. There is some cancer benefit to dandelions. How about that? So that got me interested in health at a very early age. But then, you know, I went on to work at McDonald's and things like that, and I just didn't give it much thought. But it's these little seeds that God plants in your heart, and here we are today. I'm a naturopath, and Jody's along with me, and we do this health program. So, and that's why I'm so jazzed about this, because it's so simple and it actually works. So where I was going with this is that Jody lost weight on it. I don't need to lose weight, or so I thought. I lost 6 pounds of fat. Can you believe that? 5 or 6 pounds, can't remember. And I was like, how did I lose 6 pounds of fat? I also put on muscle. Guys, if you're skinny like me and you want to put on muscle at 49 years old, you can do it on this. And I was shocked. I was like, how come I didn't know this? Where did this come from? Where are these secrets hiding? So yeah, I lost fat, gained muscle, but the most important thing and the pinnacle, which you saw on that screenshot of the website that we put up, is cellular hydration. Now, what is cellular hydration? So John explains it like this. There's your body has your cells are kind of like, if you're not properly hydrated, if you're not drinking enough water. It's not even just about water. It's about how you're drinking the water and when you're drinking the water. And that's the stuff we can't reveal. The secret of this program is the timing.
There's a lot of timing.
The timing is amazing, and you wouldn't believe the difference. Just the little things you do during the day and what time of day that make all the difference. I didn't believe it until it started happening. The first week, I dropped 5 pounds in the first week.
Right.
And I was like, holy cow. But then my body stabilized. And I was like, this hasn't happened since I went vegan. This is crazy. So anyway, cellular hydration, John explains it like your cells are like hard marbles, all bouncing against each other, and nothing can get in and nothing can get out. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but essentially it's true. When your body's dried out, that's what's happening. So in other words, you can't get nutrients into the cells, and you can't get toxins out of the cells. That's a big problem for health, because that's the cornerstone of health.
Right.
That's why hydration is such a big deal to him. So what's called intracellular hydration is basically getting water into the cells. Now there's water outside the cells, which is intercellular hydration. Intra is inside. So that's what we want, is intracellular hydration. And that's what this program does. It draws the water into the cells, which basically starts the engine of your cells again, the mitochondria, and basically gets the toxins out, gets the nutrients in, and your body starts working like it was supposed to. What happens when your body starts working like it's supposed to? The fat melts, the muscles grow, you get healthier. You can think clearly all of a sudden. My memory has gone through the roof. It's wonderful. I thought, here's another thing. So I started, even as doing what I thought was pretty good as a semi-veg. I'm not going to call myself a vegan, because I'll have steak once in a while with Jody and that kind of thing. So a healthitarian, let's call it, as who says that? Joel Furman. Joel Furman coined that phrase. So I'm a healthitarian. So let's leave it at that. But I do the best I can, and it's a lot of greens.
A lot of greens.
No matter what diet you're on, by the way, the basis is always greens, and I will always say that, and I will always promote that. So it doesn't matter whether you're doing keto,
plant-based,
keto, paleo, folks. I'm sorry, guys, you need to put some greens in there. Vegetarian, vegan, even standard American diet, God forbid. The greens is going to be the basis of everything, and you work from there. And you can take different risks based on who you are, what kind of diseases are in your family, how
much exercise
you get, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little different for everybody. But the baseline, water, as John says, and greens. Okay, so that's the baseline. Remember that for any kind of diet you're on. Now, where was I going with this? Anyway.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, lost my train of thought. Speaking of memory, man.
You said something that also that you need to tell everybody. It wasn't just about losing weight. It was
You just, oh, yeah, it's getting healthier. Oh, it's the cells. Yeah, so the cells turn into sponges then. Um, and basically soak up the water, starts the engine, the mitochondria of your body, and the mitochondria is what produces energy. Oh, that's what I was getting at. And the energy, that's where your energy goes through the roof. I was literally, there's a few supplements you get on too, which is part of this. And it's very simple, very cheap supplements. It's not like this proprietary, super expensive supplements or anything. It's very simple stuff. So anyway, that put my energy through the roof. I was just buzzing. I have not had a coffee or a tea in the morning. And I used to drink, ask my friends at work. I was always walking around with a coffee, always walking around with, or at least a green tea or something. I was always carrying a coffee cup around the office. Now, of course, we're still doing COVID, still working from home, so they don't see that often. But I have not had a coffee or a tea since May, since I went to my dad's funeral. But I didn't have the energy. I was kind of missing it, right? Because that's what I depend on for energy. Right. And it wasn't really. It was kind of it was like pseudo energy, because it was fake. It was just caffeine.
Right.
This is true energy. I don't need coffee or tea anymore. You can see how I'm talking a mile a minute, even right now when it's like 8 o'clock at night. I don't need coffee and tea.
Guilty. I still have one coffee a day because I really enjoy it.
Oh, but that's more fun for you. It's not like you need it. That's just sort of a fun thing.
But I also drink extra water because I have a coffee a day.
There you go, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So the program is all it centers around intracellular hydration. They get you on. Now, here's the thing. They say that you can eat. This is the weird thing. You don't have to go on gluten-free. You don't have to go paleo. You don't have to go keto. You don't have to go vegan or anything like that. You can eat like a normal person, but they tell you how to eat it a little differently.
Yes, correct.
How to eat it a little differently. And it works, and it's amazing. And you wouldn't believe it. You're thinking, no, I've been told that's not the way to do it. Guess what?
Yeah.
It's the way to do it. They also give you coaching. We get a coach. We get a call from Alyssa, our coach, every week. She says, how you doing? How are your... and by the way, they give you some equipment.
Yes.
And the reason why she calls in is because they give you this equipment, and part of that is this cool scale that they use. And this scale can help you keep track of your muscle growth, your fat loss, and your hydration. It's a pretty nifty thing. And so she checks in, and she sees those numbers when you see those numbers. Mm-hmm. And so she calls in and says, how's it doing? I see that you're losing some fat, losing some hydration, or gaining some hydration. You're doing well. You might want to adjust here. You might want to do that. So there's coaching along with this program too. So you get everything. You get equipment. They tell you what kind of supplements they do. They tell you how to eat. They tell you everything. It's all kind of like all in one program. It's awesome. And we're just excited about it. That's why we're doing this thing today, because we're on 30 days.
Yeah.
And they make a big deal out about that. And also every week on Tuesday nights.
Tuesday. Yep.
They have a Zoom call. So everybody comes on in the Zoom call, and you see these new people that have signed up, and other people have signed up, and they get folks to say, "Hey, what day are you on? How many, how much weight have you lost?"
Yeah,
it's a community.
Community, exactly.
It's pretty cool.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. And again, John and Chelsea, and they give you videos every day.
Every day there's a video, which is great for motivation.
Yep.
Every day when I get up and get ready for work, that's what I do while I'm getting ready.
Yep, and you do it all through the website and everything. And that's where you get to know John and Chelsea. They start to reveal more of their story, who they are. They tell a story about their kids, their past, this kind of thing. And honestly, you really get to love these people. They're really cool people, and you can really trust them because John knows his stuff. And you know me, I'm really fussy about who I trust with my health because... that's the whole reason I'm a naturopath. That's why I only want to interview, like I said, the best of the best. John's one of the best of the best. I didn't realize it at the time. He is. And so what we want to encourage you to do is try the program. It's super cool. So you can go to lairdwellness.com/energized or go to energizedhealth.com. And again, it's not a free program, but they have a free webinar that you can click on.
Okay.
It's sort of one of those revolving webinars that you can, if you miss it, it's okay. There's another one coming up. So, and it's just sort of a free introduction as to what they do. You'll meet John and Chelsea, and it's super neat. It's like, so you'll get the free program, and then you get a consultation. And quite often, John and Chelsea do those personally.
Yeah.
Every person that's sort of come through us that we've told it, because we've told a lot of people about this. And so anybody who's signed up with us, as far as I know, I think everybody who signed up with us, John and Chelsea make a special point because they have affinity with us. They like us and we like them, and they say, hey, if anybody signs up with you guys, we're going to talk to them personally. We're not going to get one of our coaches to talk to them. We're going to talk to them personally and tell them all about the program. So you'll get to talk to John and Chelsea, and it's just a super cool program.
Yeah.
So
are you going to show them the results?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Thank you. So let's take the results here.
We have quite a few more days left to go.
We do. Yeah.
Are we allowed to say how many days it is?
Yeah, John promotes. It's an 88-day cellular transformation. So it's sort of
88 days. You can do anything for 88 days.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can do anything for 88 days.
So what this is it's in 3 phases. So there's 88. It's 88 plus 14 really, because there's a 2-week
so 100
pre-launch is what they call it. 102 days or something like that.
102 days.
So it's a 2-week pre-launch where you kind of get used to what they want you to do, and then you hit it hard for 88 days. And it's not hard. I mean, we're doing stuff that we haven't done before. And the cool thing is we're doing it together.
Yeah, we are.
That's a fun thing. They promote if one member of a couple is doing it, they want you both to do it. Because at first I said, oh, just get Jody to do it. That's okay. She's the one that wants to get rid of a thyroid issue. And they said, no, we don't roll that way. They said, Jody's going to do it. You're going to do it. I said, oh, all right. Okay. So, all right, I'll do it. So that's the way they do it. And so you get to spend more time as a couple because a lot of this is motivation. Part of it, I don't know that we could do alone. I wouldn't want to do part of this by myself.
I wouldn't either. Actually, it's some of our best conversation.
It is, yeah. It's super. It's awesome. So, okay, let's take a look at what you want to do. Mine first or yours first?
I don't care.
Okay, let's do mine because yours is more dramatic. As a matter of fact, Alyssa sent this to me just a few hours ago. So my starting weight, I'm going to reveal a whole bunch of stuff about myself. Yes, I'm 5'9", 150 pounds. I don't weigh that much. My current weight is 145.8, which means the weight I lost. Now, they don't focus on this. They say, don't worry about the weight loss. We're concerned about fat loss and hydration increase and muscle increase. And that's what I did. Look at this. So I've got 4.2 pounds of weight lost. My starting skeletal muscle was 56.9% of my body. I went up. Now it's 47 or 57.2. And so that's good. So I gained a half a pound of muscle, which is not bad for a person that's only 150 pounds. That's not bad at all. Starting hydration, 63.6. Now, Alyssa told me and you that for a person to be in the 60s range for hydration is like superstar status. Because some people are at 40% hydration. I wasn't even really sure what we were supposed to aim for.
No, me neither.
But apparently some people are really dried out. so they're like raisins. We did pretty good. So
actually, yeah, she said that our hydration is pretty good, which is amazing to me because I've said it time and time again how much I hate water.
Yeah.
And it must have been all the coffee I was drinking, the gallons and gallons of coffee that was hydrating me at the same time. But truth be told, I am doing so much better with my water.
Yes, and we do that. You can put stuff in your water if you want. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Sometimes to do this hydration stuff, we buy this stevia or erythritol or some other non-sugar, non-artificial kind of squeezy stuff you can put in the water, and it makes it taste better if you don't like just drinking regular water.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my hydration went up too, as you can see, 0.45 pounds of hydration. So I had a total fat loss. They do this little fancy calculation of 5 pounds because, well, you can find out later when you do the program yourself. So that was mine. Now look at Jody's. Jody's is more dramatic. So Jody lost 9.8 pounds in the course of 30 days. Her muscle also went up. She gained 1.34 pounds of muscle, totally eclipsed me. And her hydration totally eclipsed me as well. She gained 1.48 pounds of healthy hydration, which means a total fat loss of 12 pounds in just 30 days. That's pretty good.
Which is basically what? Like 1 pound every couple days.
1 pound every couple of days, yeah. So let's put up their website again here. There it is. That is better.
I was hoping to lose more, but again, I'm a woman and we always want to lose more.
That's right.
But I was also eating as much as they told me to eat.
Yep.
And sometimes I felt like I was eating too much. And still today, I said that today. I feel like I'm eating too much.
Yeah, you did. I remember
I
that.
did say that
But
today. But you have to eat.
yeah, you have
You
to
have
eat.
to eat.
Yep, they've got a very scientific way that you got to eat, and it makes a lot of sense. Once you start doing it, you're going, aha, I see how this works. So anyway, cool program. Check it out, okay? That's why we're doing it. We're on our 30-day celebration right now, 31 day, and we just
We've
wanted to
got
share that
50-ish more to go.
50-ish more, which means, I mean, if we're doing this good already, I'm excited for the rest of it. Because, and you take photos too, right? So you take a before photo and a 30-day photo. Your photo didn't show much, but it's weird because your measurements, you take measurements too. And your measurements were really good. Your measurements,
Yeah, I've lost
like,
12 inches
that's
as
it's
well.
phenomenal.
12
That's
pounds,
awesome.
12 inches. I think that's kind of how it works. That's not,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But yeah, so and then my muscles have gone up and my waist has gone down and
You've gained inches. I've lost inches.
right, gained inches where I wanted to in my chest and my arms and all that kind of stuff.
Lost in your
Lost
waist.
in my waist. So yeah. So guys, it's good for you. Women, it's good for you. How it works for both people, I don't know. That's John and Chelsea's deal. That's what they figured out. So anyway, check it out. It's super cool. Go check them out at lairdwellness.com/energized or energizedhealth.com. Thank you for watching. Check it out and hope you can be as excited about it in 30 days as we are. See ya.
Take care.